Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back. Sorry, let me clear my throat real quick. Well, looks like we got news today. I'm sorry, as awful as that bit was, but no, let's get into our news for today. I'm just trying to report on some news, and I hope you all enjoy it. And I got my cat running around chasing that paper that I threw up. By the way, I didn't actually cough it up. You'll probably see me reaching over and grabbing it. But whatever. Just a bit. A tasty bit. And let's do this. Talk about Kid Rock. This dude, you may have heard of him. Kid Rock. He's a musician. He's an artist. He makes some pretty good music. And it looks like he's trying to run for U.S. Senate in Michigan. So, that could be cool. Whether or not he's actually using his fame and notoriety for office is kind of up in the air. Well, I would say that most older people don't really know of this guy. Well, depending on who you are, really. You may know him, you may not know him. I don't know your life, but whatever. So he could be using this as a propaganda push. He could be trying to sell some new music here in the future. Whatever it may be, it could be pretty cool to allow some celebrities or those who are already well known within media, and as like, not like media like Donald Trump media, but as like media people that show up, they're celebrities, they're basketball players, they're musicians, artists. Cat, I don't, keeps hitting on my papers and stuff. It's kind of annoying. Whatever. That could be cool. Honestly, if there was an artist or a musician that I could vote into office, honestly, I haven't heard from Eminem in forever. That could be pretty cool. I know he was bullied a lot as a child, and I know he attempted suicide, and he's overcome a lot of drug addictions, and he could still potentially be on a lot of drugs. I know he's on and off again with that, and his relationships as a whole, not been the most grandeur, but I feel like he is very intellectual. I mean, he did drop out of high school, but he's very influential to a lot of young people, whether it's white or black or Mexican. I feel like he can diverge, or not diverge, but like cross the roads that are, you got people going this way and some people going that way. I feel like he can bridge the gap in them. I feel like he can unify a lot of people. But that's enough of that. If there's someone you would like, that is a celebrity that you would love to have in the office, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Let's go and talk about this girl who was mistaken for a robber. It's kind of depictive of the corruption in today's police force. Sorry, I'm messing up. It's alright. It's actually not alright. So the description was a 30-year-old black man who was about her height, a little heavier than her, but that could be perception wise. But the only thing changing the police description, the eyewitness description and her description, was a pair of pants. They were both wearing a t-shirt, and something that they messed up when they got up close was they mistaken this teenager for a 30-year-old man. This woman teenager for a 30-year-old man. Let me say that one more time, thrice, just to get the point through. They mistaken a 30-year-old. Not a 30-year-old. They mistaken, I've already said it too many times. They mistaken a 19-year-old woman for a 30-year-old. So, let that sink in as many times as I said it. So I'm not coughing anything up anymore. I swear I'm done with that. That was weird. I just came up with that on the fly. Okay. So they mistaken her, and they brutally attacked her. That's what her account says. Now this police officer doesn't have his own body cam, so it's just kind of his word against her word. So whatever it may be, I feel like a lot of police brutality is started off not just by not just by the whim of it. A lot of it is provoked, but when it is provoked, it's usually when you take a step back and look at it, you're like, well, you could have honestly handled that in a completely different way. A 180 could have been performed at any moment in that, and a completely different outcome could have derived from that, and it was unnecessary. Sir, officer, you did not need to hit her. You did not need to step on her. That was completely unnecessary. A 120-pound woman who, I mean, she's got a little bit of muscle mass to her, but she's not going to overthrow a officer who I'm sure had another officer or a squad car nearby who could have actually, just cuffed her. You didn't have to beat her. You didn't have to punch her over the face, and you didn't have to stand on her. She said she couldn't breathe, and usually when you got somebody in cuffs, I don't think they're going to do nothing else. Just get off of them. I mean, what do you got to stand on them for? It's police brutality. It's racism. I'm sure the officer was white or Hispanic or Chinese. Actually, have you ever seen a Chinese officer? I don't. And not Chinese in particular, but have you seen an Oriental officer? I don't believe I've ever seen one, unless it was on like a Hollywood actor, movie, TV show, or something. But nonetheless, racism still occurs today, and whether it's you have power or no power, let that just be a lesson to you. Uh, though the officers are here to protect you, it's best to obey them, whether they're just checking you because you fit a vague description, a poorly vague description, or just because they're racist. There's no need to provoke this situation any further, especially since, you know, with their power, they can twist the story any way that they want. And when they got a badge and a gun, anything goes with them. So that's where I want to cut it off today. Everyone have a fantastic day. I don't even know what day it is. Friday? No, it's Thursday. And my cat's moving again, playing with that paper. Alright, so that's where I need to finish it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.